Excuse me, Makoto. Please.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. Last time we continued with the trial, to figure out what was about the virtual world that was such a mystery to us. In the end, we ended up figuring out that the virtual world is a loop, and in fact, the mansion and the chapel are actually very close to each other, but the wall blocks that off, and which is in fact just one wall, and the map loading point is actually the end of the world, basically. So now we're getting praise, but we got more to do. We got more to do. So let's continue.
Just because we found out the virtual world's secret doesn't mean we can take it easy yet. Actually, this culprit hunt just got to the exciting part. Even if we know all the tricks, it's pretty meaningless if we don't find the culprit. That's how a class trial works, after all!
Kokichi talking like Monokuma again. No matter what you say, I'm not gonna believe your lies. I'm gonna believe in everyone. That's how I'm gonna reach the truth.
I can't wait to see what happens next!
What is Kokichi's plan here? He's definitely prodding at Kaito on purpose. Well, there's no time for distractions like him. What we have to do is find the culprit who killed Miyu. It doesn't matter how many little mysteries we solve, if we can't find the culprit, it would all be for nothing. But I still don't know for sure who could it be. Who used Miyu's own plan against her to kill her? Who killed Miyu? And now we went into an intermission, because yeah, we still are not very far into what the culprit did. I mean, we know that toilet paper, toilet paper could have been used because it was indestructible to kill Miyu. I believe we went over that. But yeah, we don't know how the culprit got to Miyu. Neither did we know if the culprit knew any of it in the first place. Man, I'm Bush. I got no motivation at all, and Monofini's period is like 2. Father, why do you know Monofini's cycle? Never mind that. Perhaps his lack of motivation is due to a lack of hibernation. Lack of hibernation? Yeah, I haven't been sleeping well lately, so I haven't really been able to hibernate. Yeah. That's awful! What could be causing it? Is it because you have a lot on your mind? Is it because the graveyard shift pays a better hourly wage? Is it because you don't want them to think you're just moving around? Is it because you want to stay friends? Is it because you want to watch it in real time? Father. He's gone into hibernation. We should let him be. Yeah, you're right. Night night. Like Mr. Dream or Mr. Sandman.
I feel like I'm forgetting someone important to me, but I just can't. My head hurts so much. I just can't remember. I've forgotten. Maybe that's for the best. From this point forward, let's start a new life for ourselves. After all, our baby is excited to meet his daddy. Wait, what? I'm gonna be a father?
What?
What a colossal death flag. I'll be surprised if he doesn't die after that.
More importantly, let's continue the conversation where we left off.
We understand Miyu plotted the murder, but we need to find out who killed her.
And in order to figure that out, we need to understand Miyu's actions. So let's discuss her murder scheme step by step.
I know that's important, but hearing you lead the conversation really pisses me off.
Let's see. Miyu manipulated the virtual world to use it as part of her murder plan.
Don't just ignore me and start anyway.
If she had succeeded, she would have gone past the wall between the chapel and mansion. And then wham! Murder. with the hammer.
She would make the murder seem like it happened in the real world, and then pin it on Kaito.
Did no one just realize? I mean, we'll get to it.
As for Miu's alibi in the real world, she could say she was locked into the virtual world. And in the virtual world, she could say she was near the chapel the entire time.
She'd make an excuse about how she couldn't reach the mansion because of the fallen bridge.
Whoops! My hand slipped!
She dropped the bridge on purpose so she could separate the chapel from the mansion. Then secretly passed through the wall she installed and took advantage of the loop. After, she headed to where we were supposed to meet up, the mansion's rooftop. Oh yeah, Kaito was probably logged out around that time too.
That's when I saw Miu.
Problem is, because of her murder plans, we don't even know where she was killed.
She was killed on the roof, right? Kokichi told us the roof door was locked and that he couldn't get through.
Maybe that when culprit killed her.
That's probably what happened. The culprit killed her on the locked roof.
Did the culprit lock the door to the roof?
Perhaps. I don't think Miu did it. If Miu did lock it, she would have done it when she called Kokichi to the room. Even if someone came up, I don't believe she would change the target of her plan. She knew that Kokichi would come up later. Locking the door would be suspicious.
Well, it's possible she didn't even think that far ahead. She was smart, but she was also really, really dumb.
No say such mean things. Killing game bad. Not Miu. Miu not bad person. Going to think we could have been friends if things different.
That might have been difficult, even without this killing game.
That wouldn't happen.
Nuh-uh. No way, Jose.
Huh? Anyway, let's continue the discussion. If Miu was killed on the roof of the mansion,
What a perfectly good moment ruined by the fact that no one really likes Miu because Miu was an asshole.
the culprit must have moved Miu's avatar to the chapel after killing her, right?
So the next thing we should talk about is how they moved her avatar.
Now we know the mansion and chapel were actually next to each other. But the problem is the wall between them.
Only Miu was able to go through that wall. The culprit wouldn't have been able to.
Then you're saying the culprit sent Miu's avatar through that wall?
Yeah, that's the only way, right?
But how did the culprit send Miu's avatar through the wall? I mean, it's not like they could have thrown her.
Don't not throw her!
We know. You couldn't because the avatar's physical strength was equalized.
Physical strength equalized? That problem. Gonta no can protect everyone if that happens.
Jeez, keep up with us. We're already in the second half of the class trial.
How did they send Miu's avatar to the other side of the wall? Maybe that thing has something to do with it. You know, the loud sound you heard.
Ah! Oh, what was that sound?
Because of that sound, you guys went to the side of the chapel. Right, Keyboy? That's when you found the dead Miu there, right? If so, then I think that sound and her avatar being by the chapel are related.
Yes, there's no doubt in my mind that that noise is related to this case. We need to figure out what that sound could have been. It might be the clue we need to solve this case. So what was it? It sounded like slamming something hard into something else. So what were those two things? It could be the lattice hitting the wall. Or it could be Miu.
Oh no! 6.
I had to think.
I think the sound came from Mew's avatar hitting the chapel wall. The hammer, cell phone, and lattice were there, but they were too small to make that noise. Ruling those out, the only other explanation is that the sound was Mew colliding with a wall.
If that's the case, Mew's avatar must have hit the chapel wall really hard.
Is it arguable that lattice could make the sound since lattice can't break? I feel like that would make some sense.
He felt the impact all the way from the inside.
Fuck
of
your
the
Mew
chapel.
hitting the wall debate.
Yeah, that's the real question. Mew's avatar probably hit the chapel's wall with pretty considerable force. But why did it hit the wall with such force? Can you guys figure it out?
Hold on, Kokichi. What's up with the way you're talking? Why are you talking like you know everything?
Let's not worry about that right now. More importantly, we gotta solve the mystery. Fighting among friends is a waste of time.
Then could you solve it for us? Could you solve it for us?
Can we talk about that after we figure this problem out?
A way of transporting Mew's avatar that would cause it to crash into the chapel.
Getting Mew's avatar to crash into the chapel from the mansion's roof. There's only one way I can think of how to do that.
Shuichi, as your partner, I'll give you a little hint.
I will throw the hammer at you.
You'll what?
Since the mansion was on top of a hill, the roof was pretty high up, right? Past the brick handrail, the roof was at a pretty steep slope, and the slope faced the chapel wall. On top of that, there was snow on the roof. If the culprit needed force to move the body, I wonder how they did it.
Can I play through the trial, please? I don't need the game fucking telling me how to play. Kokishi's talking as if he's got the whole thing figured out already. But I can't let him distract me. I need to solve the case. How to make Mew hit the chapel wall from the roof of the mansion. I'm gonna find the answer. Is there an R? R? I see now!
The culprit used the sloped roof as a slide for Mew's avatar.
Slide? Aw, man. Even with the slope and the snow, Mew's body wouldn't have slid.
Wrong. It would slide.
But the avatars can generate friction. We wouldn't have been able to walk otherwise. So I doubt that it would have had that much momentum.
No. It would slide.
It wouldn't slide, just like Maki Roll said.
It would slide, just like Shumai said.
What the
Who
fuck?
the hell is Shuma?
Oh, he's a pupil of Ramen Man. Sorry, my hobby slipped in.
I'm positive that's how Mew's avatar was moved, but maybe the culprit used something else as well to help her body slide.
Even if her avatar slid off the roof, would it slide off that quickly?
Well, duh, it would.
It didn't make that much noise. He must have built up a lot of speed.
Lots of snow piled up on roof. But not frozen solid, right?
You'd still slide, though.
In the real world, it might be difficult. But in the virtual world, perhaps not.
That's not the issue. Sliding down snow is easy to do. You just need a sled or skis to cut the friction.
There was nothing like that around, though. That's wrong!
I should have pressed E.
No, wait. There was something that could have been used to help slide Mew's body. Do you remember the lattice that was found by Mew's avatar? The culprit laid her on top of that, then used it as a sled on the roof. I did notice the lattice in the storage room when I first looked. But during the investigation, I saw that it was gone.
The lattice that was found next to the chapel is the one that disappeared from the roof? Then that's it. The culprit used the lattice as a sled.
Ding, ding, ding! That's correct! After the culprit killed Mew on the rooftop, they placed her corpse on a sled.
Yeah, you see, they placed it on a sled.
And slid her down the roof's steep slope.
The sled picked up speed, flew off the roof, glided through the wall only objects could pass through, and hit the chapel.
I feel like you heard more sound from the lattice than the
The
fucking meat
impact
body.
made all of her belongings scattered, including the hammer and cell phone.
Just like that hedgehog who loses all his rings whenever he crashes into stuff. I hate that guy and his worldwide fame and his stupid games, and I hate that hedgehog!
Dang, you mad. Sounds like a skill issue.
Jelly, I'm glad you're feeling motivated again, but you shouldn't be so hateful. That would be an example to our new family.
Die.
Father. Or should I start calling you grandfather now?
Now that we know how the body slid down, we're just one step away from the culprit. Well, Shuichi, do you know who the culprit is?
The culprit.
Yeah. In the end, we'll still need to guess the culprit, huh?
But Gonta can't believe one of us killed Mew.
However, since we know she was killed on the roof, we can narrow down the list of suspects. Meaning, the culprit must be someone who was investigating the mansion. Aside from you, the people at the chapel could not go through the wall or cross the river.
So that means the suspects are Kaito, Samugi, Shuichi, and Gonta.
That's real sneaky, leaving yourself off the list.
Ooh, you got me.
That's right. 5 suspects. Me, Smugi, Gonza, Kokichi, and Kaito. We don't know enough to name the culprit yet, but one of them is suspicious. When we were talking about the rooftop, they clearly lied. For what reason would they have to lie? I need to press them for information before making any judgments. Where are you? You. So, yeah, you want to click, you want to click this guy.
It's you.
Kokichi, there's something I need to know.
What do you need to know?
Why did you lie just now?
Which lie are you talking about, Shuichi? I lie a lot, so you'll need to jog my memory.
Fine. I'll expose your lie right now.
Also, I never went to the roof, not even for the meeting. It all began when Miyu showed us the map. That's probably what happened. The culprit killed her on the locked roof.
It was that testimony that bothered me.
Well, there's blue. So pink goes into blue. Blue goes into silver. I see it.
When you were explaining that the door to the roof was locked, you said,
Also, I never went to the roof, not even for the meeting.
but later you said,
Since the mansion was on top of the hill, the roof was pretty high up, right? Past the brick handrail, the roof was at a pretty steep slope. And the slope faced the chapel wall. On top of that, there was snow on the roof.
that's a lot of specific information. Stuff you wouldn't know if you hadn't been there.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah! Now that you mention it, how did you know all that stuff?
You could probably see the steep slope of the roof from outside the mansion. But you wouldn't know about the brick handrail unless you went up to the roof yourself.
Huh? What?
What's this all about, Kokichi? Did you actually go to the rooftop?
I didn't. I already told you that before.
Why you look so nervous?
Is this a sincere reaction?
But there's no evidence that proves I went to the roof. But wait, I remember now. That thing Himiko said.
Me?
At the start of the class trial, I remember you saying the handrail was made of bricks. Ooh, you so clumsy, girl. Gotta be more careful there, Himiko.
Is it my fault?
Himiko really say that?
She totally said that.
No, she didn't!
Yes, she did.
She did not!
She did too.
Then when? Tell me how long ago. In hours, minutes, and seconds.
What a worthless fight!
Stop him, Grandpa! All this terrible fighting is bad for the baby!
Yeah, grandfather. Stop them before your grandkid is born.
I'm not gonna apologize, cause Himiko said it.
So damn stubborn.
How much longer are you going to behave like this?
I don't have time for this. But Kokichi's stubborn. He won't fess up no matter what. But he's being this stubborn, it makes me think he has something to hide. To get him to show his hand, I had to prove he was on the roof. I might not like it, but I have to be aggressive. If we don't get the whole truth now, everyone's lives are in danger.
I didn't go to the roof.
I've had enough of your lies, man!
I'm not lying. The rooftop door was locked and I couldn't open it.
So what did Kokichi do?
I turned back at once, of course. And stayed in the salon the whole time, you know?
Liars burn in hell, you know.
This place is already hell.
I'll set your pants on fire!
That's fine because I'm not lying.
Then why do you look so nervous?
Kokichi's lying for sure, but if he keeps throwing lies at me, I have to fight fire with fire.
I didn't go to the roof.
You didn't go to a roof?
I've
Shut
had enough
up.
of your lies, man.
I'm not lying.
Shut.
The rooftop door was locked and I couldn't open it.
Well, I opened it and it was fine.
Kokichi do.
I turned back at once, of course. And stayed in the salon the whole time, you know?
I'll reveal the truth.
I'll reveal the truth.
Kokichi, you're lying right now, aren't you?
Huh? Lying about what?
Just before the murder occurred, I went to the salon to check on you, but you weren't there.
What? Really?
I waited there for a while. You never showed up.
What's this all about, Kokichi? Didn't you go right back to the salon after finding the roof door locked?
I see. You use underhanded tactics too, huh, Shuichi? So who are you guys gonna believe? Shuichi or me?
Well, of course I'm gonna believe Shuichi.
I believe Shuichi 100%.
No one knows now, Kokichi.
Oh my god.
100 house points. No, Himiko points to Shuichi.
But to go to the salon, Shuichi would need to pass by me in the dining room.
Obviously, the one person who can counter this is indeed Tsumugi, so we'll see what she actually says.
I wonder why I didn't notice Shuichi there.
Fucking Tsumugi.
Oh well, I'll believe Shuichi anyway. He's usually right about stuff.
Sorry, but I'm going to believe Shuichi too.
I see. I wanted at least Gonta to believe me.
What comes around goes around. That's what happens to liars like you.
Why do you guys hate lies that much? There's only one truth, but endless possibilities for lies, you know? And some of them are only white lies, or lies to be kind to people. If you deny all of that just because it's a lie,
Wow. Speaking some philosophy on
then
this.
that means you guys are just terrible at being lied to. Seriously, the worst!
Just spit it out already. You went to the roof, didn't you?
Isn't that where he met up with Mew?
No, he didn't just meet her there. He probably...
Okay, fine. I'll tell you if you want to know that badly. Consider this my revenge.
Revenge?
Basically, his revenge is towards Shuichi.
You got some balls lying to me. I'm gonna take away your fun for pissing me off, Shuichi.
Oh yeah? I'm gonna tape your mouth shut and figure out the case.
I won't let you do any detective work, or deduction, or mystery solving, or anything.
Oh?
So, I'll confess everything. You guys better listen carefully.
Confess? A confession? So you are the culprit after all.
I came up with a plan after Mew asked me to meet
There's
up
a little thing that just says confessing on the top. Hold on. Confessing.
She asked me pretty eagerly, too, so I decided to pry some info out of her. She gave me the rundown of the virtual world before she explained it to you guys. As I listened, I realized she was planning a murder. On me, no less. When I investigated the virtual world, I found out that a person can die from shock. Without a doubt, she planned to use that for my murder. So that's when I decided to prepare my own crime with her plan. I pretended to cooperate with her and lured everyone into the virtual world. That's also why I worked together with Monokuma.
You worked together with Monokuma?
I guess the jig is up. Yeah, everything he said is true. Kokichi came to me with an idea to make the killing game more interesting. It was such a good idea, I decided to place a motive in the killing game simulator.
You added a motive? Then the secret of the outside world is the motive, right?
No fair! Monokuma can't take sides!
I didn't help him with anything, and I had nothing to do with the murder itself. He merely suggested a way to spice up the killing game, and I accepted. Kokichi and I had a quid pro quo relationship. Technically, that doesn't violate the rules.
You're a dummy.
No matter how you look at it, you guys are working together.
No working together.
Down. I'll explain my relationship with Monokuma, so let me finish my confession.
I'm fine with that, but you're confessing without much of a fight.
I told you. I'm gonna get in the way by taking away the mystery-solving fun. If I can't win this game, then I'll make it boring for everyone. That's my revenge. Well then, the culprit is Gonta.
Okay then. I guess the culprit is gone to.
What? Huh? What did you... Wait! When did Gonta kill Mew?
That's a lie! He didn't kill her! Kokichi's just lying!
Now you're trying to pin things on Gonta? Do you really expect us to believe such an obvious lie?
Yeah, there's no way Gonta could commit a murder this complicated. He's not...
It's my turn now!
Hmm?
The truth is, Gonta and I worked together. We formed a duo to end this killing game. As the Killing Game Busters!
Ugh, God. This image.
What busters?
We must win this killing game in order to end this killing game.
What you mean, we?
By the way, I came up with a murder plan, and Gonta carried it out.
Gonta what? Why are you more surprised by that than the first thing he said? Cause Gonta have no idea what he's talking about.
Come on, quit lying and tell us the truth.
Gonta is telling the truth! He's not someone who lies all the time like you!
And no matter how naive Gonta may be, I doubt he would ever team up with Kokichi.
Yeah, not after insect meet and greet incident. It's obvious what he's trying to do. Gonta doesn't understand the virtual world, so Kokichi's trying to trick him. He's trying to sacrifice Gonta to escape from his crime.
You're a terrible person! How dare you use Gonta like that!
You're right. I'm sorry. I did something horrible to Gonta. I didn't want Shuichi to hog all the glory, so I told everyone the truth.
Cut that out. I told you it's not gonna work.
Don't you think I could have pulled the strings and made Gonta carry out my commands?
Doesn't matter if it's possible or not, because I say it's just impossible.
Well then, I guess if you say it's impossible, then we're gonna have to end this video, because that's possible. Thank you all so much for coming by on this lovely day of Danganronpa V3, Killing Harmony. We'll see if Shuichi's up... No, we'll see what Kokichi's up to his usual antics, or if he's indeed providing the truth, because he got butthurt that Shuichi was liked more. I mean, yeah, that's basically the truth. Everyone likes Shuichi, because of the whole thing with Kaede. Anyways, thank you all so much for coming by on this lovely day of Danganronpa V3, Killing Harmony. Peace, peeps.